Well, I'm excited to check these expansions out. I'm sad that we're probably only going to play Kerbal Space Program probably only once this week because I'm most likely going to need to not stream it all tomorrow to go take care of my car. So that kind of sucks. Maybe I can get an extra stream in over the weekend or something. I can't really promise that, but because I need to do some driving to make money for all the money I'm spending on my car. But definitely want to see if we can make some new. Hey, there's new missions and new mission builders, huh? Well, we're not doing that. We're going to our campaign. I assume all the stuff you can unlock from the expansions is available in the campaign. Like, I don't have to, like, start a new campaign. God, that would suck. Let me see if there's, like, new research available with this stuff. I don't see new research, so maybe it's just already unlocked. Real life comes first. It does. Sadly, it does. Although this is real life, it's real life work. Okay, these things look new. Okay, all right. I gotta see some of this new stuff that there is here. Because I think there's some sort of robotic. Oh, cargo. That's a whole new tab. Container module. Okay. Looks similar to the little storage guys. What do we got? Ionographer. What is this? Building things that emit tons of ions. This is a gadget that detects ions. A photovoltaic panel. Can power several ground-breaking science experiments at a time. Reduce power output caused by allowing Jebediah to just unfold the flippy bit is not covered on the manufacturer's warranty. I want to look at what some of this stuff looks like. Oh, cool. Oh, this actually has this stuff stored in it. Well, that's weird. Oh, so this is like a way to like bring stuff and then unpack it. Those are for surface tests. Goob ED monitor. What would happen if you left some mysterious goo sitting around in the weird radiation and or atmosphere in some faraway planet? Is a thought that has occurred to nearly every Kerbal. Now you can find out. Okay. Please allow trained scientists to deploy for the best results. Okay, so it looks like there's a bunch of new science stuff for setting up bases and stuff. A ground communicator. Okay, so this is new, kind of new stuff you can deploy almost as a atmospheric base setup. That's cool. Probodyne Experiment Control Station. Okay. Hey man, first time visiting stream after watching a lot of videos. Keep up the good work. Thanks, D-Mac. Welcome to the live stream. Appreciate that. Scanning arm. This even larger rover arm has 4 separate instruments. We can't think of what else they might add, so this is probably the top of the line model from them. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Oh man, new rover stuff. Medium scanning arm. And this is a large scanning arm, so cool. Light scanning arm, so different size scanning arms. Interesting. You bring them in a lander and use the Kerbals to deploy them on the surface. That sounds really cool. I'll definitely have to play with that. Communication. Doesn't look like there's anything new here. Electrical. These look like new panels here. Are those new? Actually, those do look the same. So, fuel cell array, fuel cell. Haven't used any fuel cells yet. Apparently these turn fuel and oxidizer into energy. It's like a generator, I guess. That's cool. Alright, thermal control systems. A new rover wheel. Is this new? I wonder if I just unlocked that. That looks like an actual car wheel or Jeep wheel or something. Okay. Cookies ready for bake off. What's up, Pie Boy? How are you doing, sir? Ooh. Okay, this looks like a new adapter thing. Service module. What does this do? Service bay with explosive doors do not open by hand. So this is a service bay that actually can be a Adapter to change sizes. I love it. And then a huge service bay. Okay. Can these things open? Or do you just put stuff inside of these? I don't know how to open these guys. Let me see if you can put stuff in here like some of the other stuff. Like if I try to put this in here. No, that doesn't work. I don't know quite how that works, how the service bay works. Perfect time, you just got back from work. Nice. Going great. Oh, there's a new tab with robotics. Definitely need to check that one out. Coupling. Size 1.5 decoupler. Interesting. That's a decoupler? Looks like just a freaking metal frame. Engine plate. I'm just looking at the new stuff that we unlocked. Holy crap. What is this? Inspired by an upside down birthday cake, now with added shrouds for windy days. Engine plates for grown-ups. What's an engine plate do? What does this do? Is this like so you can put an engine on the thing? Oh. So like surround, it's almost like a... It's almost like that thing that automatically goes on your engines when you put a stage on it. It's like encases your engine or something. Interesting. I think that's what that is. Inline clampetron. Oh, cool. So it's a claw that goes out the side. I think. Clampetron. So it's like a sideways docking bay thing that's actually in line with your rocket. That's pretty cool. Okay, cool. Protects the rest of the ship from engine stuff. Okay, if you recall. All right. I'm just kind of getting a feel for all this stuff. Inflatable airlock. When trying to dock and that last small distance is just too far, this adapter with patented extendomatic subsystems for extra portability will fill the gap, not to be used as an accordion. That's great. Oh, I love it. If you can't quite, it's like if you have a bunch of solar panels that are bumping into each other and you need a little extra extendability. Giggity. I'll extend my airlock all over. Okay, whatever. Great. I love it. Some of the flavor text in this game is funny. Oh, it's great. I've been watching some videos about Kerbal Space Program too. Getting me excited about that too. Okay, I gotta see this. This whole tab looks crazy. Robotics. So we got servos. Can rotate attached parts through 360 degrees. That's for docking? Yeah, I know the little thing I was just on. Intelligent programmable controller can manage a number of parts across the vessel. It's not entirely on an autonomous entity. Rotation servo. A hinge. Oh, so I could make like a ramp out of this, I think. If I put a bunch of hinges and stuff and like a flat structural thing, I think I could make a ramp to deploy a rover with this setup, I think. Hinge, a standard rotor. Light duty rotor. Telescoping hydraulic cylinder. So can I extend this? Extension limit. How do you extend this thing? It looks like it had a mental disability. What? It's based on a real-life Russian design. Are you talking about the docking clamp thing? You can make a rover with folding wheels. Okay, so like the wheels can like fold out. I like that. Oh, this is cool. We're definitely gonna have to play with this stuff. Sadly, I'm not working on a rover right now. We're trying to just get to the Duna thing. So we'll have to play with that with making new rovers and stuff. This was what we were working on at the end of our stream last time. And we were not able to get to Minmus was the problem. So I almost think I need one more stage after all this stuff that gets me to Minmus. That way we can fuel up this stuff. All this stuff is empty of fuel, right? Yeah. So the only fuel I have is it. Or I could just fill this stuff up with fuel if I wanted to do that. Could also make a walking robot mech for Kerbals to ride inside of. Oh, that sounds amazing. We're going to have to play with that, Minmus, man. We're going to have to play with that. I want to finish our current goal before I start making something new, though. Oh, my God. A walking robot mech. That is... We have to try to make that. Okay. Okay. That'll definitely be a goal that we work towards. I wonder what happens if I fill these guys up with fuel, what my DV does, if it goes up or down because of the weight. Interesting. It went up and now it went down. So my DV went down because our weight went up from doing that. So what if I filled 2 of them? What does our DV look like? 5536 compared to 5318. I'm experimenting with what this does. 5329. 4970. Interesting. So we're not getting an appreciable amount of DV from filling these guys up with fuel because they're just adding weight to our launch. Remember to check for staging and crew. Well, our staging should all be good because this is the setup we were ending our stream with. My issue was I couldn't get to Minmus with this build. My issue was inability to get to Minmus with this build to refuel all this stuff. Spectre, thank you for the host. Appreciate that. 4 hours until September. Nice. So I'm trying to figure out a way to add DV, and I think it needs to be with this bottom half, with our exit stage rocket, that if I can expand it just to help us get to Minmus a little bit. If I add one more of these tanks, I wonder if that would be enough to get us there. So 5318. Oh, wow, we have extra tanks as well here. Alright, that gives us like 200 more DV. Okay. That might be enough right there. But if I were extending these guys as well, what would that do? Actually, if I instead of doing this... did the tall versions of these guys. Where are the tall versions of these guys? What was this guy? Okay, that's a different type of thing. This guy. Yeah, if I were to do this guy instead. This guy. And this guy. 57. Okay. All right. That, I think, should do it. I think that should get us to Minmus. What's our mission on Minmus? Minmus? Our missions get to Minmus, refuel, and then get this, which is like a station that is planning on being able to hold up to 20 Kerbals around Duna. We're creating an orbital Duna station that can hold up to 20 Kerbals for our missions. We have a bunch of missions we're trying to do. Let's review our missions. Our missions are a new station that has antenna, docking port, and can generate power around Duna, that can support 20 Kerbals, that has 3 pilots on the station, and we're going to save a pilot. We're going to check our Kerbals manning it. Have a viewing cupola. We got like 7. Maintain stability for 10 seconds and put your station in orbit of Duna. We also need to save a guy who's orbiting Duna, and he's a pilot. So we're going to save him, then put this thing in orbit to finish this orbital station. We need to dock 2 vessels, and docking around Duna to save this guy will complete both of those missions. Then we leave this thing in orbit, and I think we're going to leave a scientist. Is that right? Yes, we're leaving a why do I have 3 pilots? Pretty sure I wanted to leave a scientist around Duna, right? Because we're saving... Okay, it looks like it did change our people. Good thing you told me to check my people. I think I want to leave a scientist around here, because there is science stuff I'm leaving there. And we're picking up a pilot. Let me make sure that Murgard Kerman... Let me save this. Let's go to our astronaut facility. Make sure Murgard Kerman is a pilot, because we're going to save him. That'll give us the 3 pilots to complete that one quest. Astronaut complex. Murgard. Pilot. All right, so picking up him will give us the 3 pilots we need for that mission. All right, so... check our staging, check our Kerbals, and we should be ready to go. I got another 500 DV, which should be enough to get us to Minmus, hopefully, if I have a good launch. Scientists, 2 pilots. Staging. So these guys all go. This asparagus thing gets launched off. This asparagus thing gets launched off. Then that... Yes, that thing will go off after we are done with this thing. And as long as we get this top part to Minmus, we can refuel, and that's the plan. Okay, all right, we should be ready to go. Okay. We tried this launch like 5 or 6 times on Thursday, and we just didn't have quite the DV to get to Minmus because it's so heavy. Such a heavy station. Basically, we're basically launching an entire orbital station right now. Exploder Mark IV, looking good. Exploder Mark IV. You know what I didn't do? I didn't strut these things. I might need to strut them. If they're wobbly, we'll go back in and strut them. All right, here we go. Max throttle. 3, 2, 1. You're not using the thing on me. Using what thing? Oh, okay. It's tilting to the side for some reason. Kind of new to Kerbal Space Program. What does he mean by asparagus? It's a way of staging your rockets so that they stage or separate from your rocket at different times to be more efficient with weight and fuel usage, basically. So you'll see when we run out of fuel on these side guys, they're gonna separate, but the fuel that they were using is being fed to the middle. It's a way to like be efficient with your fuel and weight usage or something. Although I feel like the asparagus is not quite working correctly. Kind of is. We're just emptying kind of similar in. So you 2 side guys go off, and then we have these guys off like your... I don't know why it's... quite exactly why it's called asparagus. I don't know who peels asparagus that way, but maybe that's a thing people do. Pretty good launch so far, I think. We didn't stay super well lined up on the 90 here. Okay, so there's that. Our apoapsis is good. Okay. All right. So now hopefully with this launch rocket, we can circularize our orbit. That is the goal. Not a terrible launch. Could have been better, could have been worse, I feel like. Rand, you didn't use the thing. Quick. Use the thing before it's too late. You know the thing. Oh my god, the thing. Oh, you're right. I did. I forgot about the thing. And, oh gosh, that looks like Chinese or Korean or something. I don't know those symbols. Are those Chinese symbols? Oh my god. Okay. Island airfield. I wonder if that's with the mod, with the expansions, they actually put more like icons for different landing pads and stuff. All right, so our plan is to burn at prograde, and when we're about 30 seconds from our apoapsis here. It's Japanese. Okay, all right. One of the Eastern languages that I do not know. So apologies if anybody's offended that I don't recognize what language that is. Sorry. Don't know what to say. All right, here we go. All right, throttle up here. We want to keep our time to apoapsis to stay kind of constant, I think, is what we want to do. Try to pull my prograde up to the line upright with the 90 here. Okay. All right. And the goal is for us to circularize our orbit with our launch rocket. Okay, well, we're passing our apoapsis, so it didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. But still have a chance for this, I feel like. Maybe. The writing system is literally called Han, Chinese characters, so you're not wrong. Okay. So Japanese writing uses Chinese characters? Oh, crap. Always... Oh, it broke off again. I thought we fixed that last time. Okay, I guess I can't go full throttle. Maybe if I don't go full throttle. We had this like vibration thing that happened last time that I thought we fixed. Bald. That's me, Rely Boy. And rude. That's what I would use for your description. Are we describing people based on our initial assessments? That's what I would go with. Auto strut. Wait, what's happening? Auto strut. There we go. So I didn't auto strut those guys. We're getting this weird vibration thing. Your rocket looks like the male parts of an echidna. I don't know what that is. All right. Well, maybe if I keep an eye on my rocket and don't go in the map mode, because when I'm in map mode, when it starts to vibrate, it's like I notice it too late. So I feel like that launch could have gone slightly better. So I think I want to try that again. Yeah, I auto-strutted these guys. Have I auto-strutted all these guys? Yeah, all these guys are auto-strutted. All right, let me make sure. Yeah. All that's auto-strutted. I don't know that auto-strutting these little tiny tanks is going to do anything, but sure. Kanji or Hanzi are traditional Chinese characters. One of the writing systems used for Japan. Okay, cool. Auto-strut. Auto-strut all the things. All the things. I'll even auto-strut you. You already are auto-strutted. Okay. All right, so we're going to try this again, and then when we get to the stage we're trying to circularize our orbit, I'm going to not go into map mode so I can try to keep an eye on if things start vibrating, and then I'll throttle down to hopefully keep that from happening. Kanji is what the Japanese call the characters. Okay, cool. I have been wanting to learn more about like Chinese and Japanese culture. Mainly Chinese, because I feel like there's a lot of Chinese people who, or people from China who live in Dallas. Okay, all right. Let's see if we can try this better this time. Let's see. Let's improve our launch. Keep more stable on the 90-degree axis and tilt a little more. Scientist, double pilot. Okay, we got everything we need. Let's do this thing. It's really unfair. My greeting was not in Japanese proper, but in Okinawan. Okay. All right, somebody ban Rely Boy, please. Somebody please ban Rely Boy. Yes, please do that. Bye, boy, if you can get that, please. I'll get in a second. I just can't do it while I'm launching here. apparently Pieboy is not available. Hold on a second. Oh, you got it. Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. If something starts to vibrate, do a quick time warp, fix it, because in time warp physics are frozen. Okay, cool. Thank you, BJA. I will do that. I will do that, if it'll allow me. Sometimes it blocks time warp, I feel like. But maybe if I do that alt thing, it'll let me do it. This launch is really loud right now. My ears are bleeding. Got that. Okay. Launch feels better to me. I don't know if it's actually that much better. Feels better. So I'm at the 90-degree axis here. And we just crossed the 70K apoapsis. Okay. That seems good to me. That felt like a pretty spot-on launch to me. Should be a little more curved than last time. Yeah, I like that. Parabola or whatever that's called. It broke. It just broke, to say the least. What? What happened last launch? Yeah, it broke. It started vibrating, and I think it's a physics problem. So, started vibrating. This large phallic-shaped object started vibrating. So, this is not that kind of game, so we had to revert our launch. Okay. Time warp only works out of atmosphere, and if you were not accelerating. So I'll have to cut my engine and then do the time warp if I start vibrating, is what you're saying. Okay. All right. So at T-minus 30 seconds to apoapsis, we'll shoot up to max. Throw the throttle to the max. Someone turned the vibrator on at the wrong moment. That's right. It's probably a Listful over here. Listful, this is not the time. She just doesn't know. She's kind of an exhibitionist, you know. All right, let's do this. Full throttle. We start things vibrating, we turn off the throttle, and we do 2 times time warp to stop it. Had to ban a couple people recently. I don't know what's going on. But, I mean, maybe that's a good thing. We're getting so popular, we got people who want to troll us. In not a good way. I'm looking for the vibrations. Good, good, good. Good vibrations. Woo! Turn this into a Beach Boys launch here. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Staying in the blue. Try to circularize here. I'm hoping we'll have a little left over once we circularize, but we'll see. If not, I guess we'll find out if we have enough. Okay, okay. Okay, here we go. Periapsis is about to go positive. Come on, you can do it, Periapsis. I believe in you. Bam, above 70. Okay, all right. And how much DV we have? We have like about 1,500 DV to get us to Minmus. That should be plenty, I believe. We are in an orbit. Love, 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 love is always love, 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 love. Okay. Good launch, Lotsmag. It felt like a pretty good launch. I feel like it was pretty good. Let's see if we can now just get to Minmus with the DV we have so we can refuel our top part of our rocket, which is what's going to hopefully get us to Duna. Alright, so we want to burn at our... Looks like it's pretty well lined up with the burning at our PE, although we do have to... The other thing I got to remember, we have to... no, come on. I need Minmus to be my... Minmus as my target. Okay. We have to match the tilt of our axis, which is always a pain. God. Is there a way to change focus easier? Because I want this to be my focus, but I want to be able to have Kerbal itself to be my target. Ugh, this is such a pain. Is there a way? Unset focus. Is that what I do? Unset. No. Focus view? I want this to unset target. I want Kerbal to be my target. No, I want this to be my target, but I want my focus to be on Kerbal. I want Minmus to be my target, but I want my focus to be on Kerbal, so I can actually put my stuff here. God, I hope they make a better UI for frickin' Kerbal Space Program 2. Backspace to reset focus. Okay, delete just went here. Okay, it's not doing anything. Delete just goes back. Okay. Because I want to put my node in the right place. Press the button next to 1. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so that focuses my ship. Perfect. That's what I needed. Thank you for that. Alright, so I'm going to have to do... God, our ascending node is pretty off to get us to Minmus, so this kind of sucks. I have to burn the rest of our launch DV just to get our ascending node to be there. That's gonna leave us with still like 1100 DV to get to Minmus. That should be plenty. I hope. I hope that's plenty. Double click Kerbin. I was trying, Thailand. It doesn't let me do that. When I try to double click Kerbin, well, it did it now. It didn't let me do that before. Where's Minmus? I mean, yeah, where's Minmus? Minmus set as target. Okay. All right, so we got to do this burn at the ascending node. Okay, so let's warp to the next maneuver. Go. You thought his backspace been a while? Oh, okay, so it was the tilde next to the 1 that let me, I guess, refocus back on our ship, which works too. Okay. Hey, what's up, Wave Assassino? What are we doing today? We got a bunch of missions for Duna, for orbit around Duna. And that's what we're going for. We're currently trying to get this giant space station set up to Minmus to refuel all these empty tanks that will hopefully get us all the way to Duna. That's the plan. God, if all this stuff here won't get us to Duna, then we're kind of screwed. But once we fill it all with DV, hopefully we'll be good. You don't need to match inclination with Minmus if you hit intersect Minmus at its DN or AN. You don't need to match inclination with Minmus if you hit intersect Minmus at its DN or AN. So how would I do that? Because if I can not use 300 DV just to match inclination, so I need to get an intersect at one of these 2 points, I guess, is what you're saying? So I would need... So basically... Okay. If that can save me 300 DV, that's definitely worth. I think I need to wait for some orbits, because I think I need to do... For that to happen, I think I need to wait for Minmus to be like here, so I intersect it over here. I believe. Okay. I'm going to do a quick save in case we still want to come back and do this maneuver, but... So I think I want to just time warp until this thing is around... I mean, I guess I could see if there's a maneuver where I could hit this, but I don't think there will be one. I feel like we've probably passed that point already. But let me see. Minmus moves so slow it's not hard to do it around there. Okay. So you think I might be able to set it up right here? Well, let's check. Let's see if we can do one here. Okay. Well, it looks like, yeah, you're probably right. Looks like I might be able to line this up here. Maybe. Oh. There's a Minmus encounter. Okay. Let me set this as my focus now while I try to improve this maneuver here. Okay, all right. So now we do want to do a little bit of getting closer if we can here. There's a mod you want to use in KSP. Is there? Maybe. All right, this is burning more, but it's getting us closer here. Okay, okay. Uh, 1,000 DV. I have about 1,300. I have to keep enough DV that I can circularize and then match. So the gravity is low enough, though. You know what I might want to do is not get this super close, but do another correction further away from Kerbal, right? If I use less DV just to get us the encounter, then I can use another thing to do this correction later on, I believe. Hey, what's up, Schwartz user? Okay. So yeah, I think I can do a burn that's much cheaper further away from Kerbal. Okay, I need to... There we go. Okay, that gives us a Minmus encounter. It's barely enter Minmus SOI at very high altitude and the fall into position. Okay, so this uses 800 DV. It's pretty good to get us our encounter. Okay. And then we will do a correction like halfway there to get us a closer encounter, I think. Closer encounter of the Kerbal kind. Okay, save. And then fall into position. Gotcha. I don't know what you mean by fall into position. I'm not sure what that means. I believe I'm going to have to do a burn halfway to Minmus to get us a better, a closer encounter. But, okay, so now I got to find the place where I right-click to burn to next encounter. Warp to next maneuver. There we go. That's what I meant to say. Warp to next maneuver. All right, so 800 will mean I'll have like 500 left to get into orbit, then hopefully dock to fill up the refuel, basically. So I feel like we have enough to do this. I feel like we can make this work. Okay. You're using a micro keyboard and it's hell. I don't know what a micro keyboard is. I think he means like get into orbit and adjust. So you mean don't even fix my approach partway there. Just burn when we hit the periapsis and get in orbit is what it sounds like you're saying. Why are we having such a hard time staying on the maneuver node here? Why? What the hell is wrong with you? Be on the maneuver node. What the hell is wrong with this? Why will it not? Am I really that imbalanced of a ship? I might have to reload this. This is... Can anybody tell me why he can't stay on the maneuver thing here? Maybe RCS will help? The fuel level is all uneven. Why the hell would it do that? Did I leave one of these guys? Oh crap! I left one of these guys fueled up, I think. Oh crap. Okay. Well, I might have to load. We'll see if we still get an encounter with what we're doing here. If we do, I think this will still work. We have plenty of monopropellant. Probably explains why I was unstable and broke up before. Well, it was doing that last time when I didn't put any fuel up in there, so. But this fuel is giving us the DV to get to Minmus, so if this works, it's going to be off. But if I still get an encounter, I just don't know if I'm going to get an encounter with how this burn has gone. Okay. All right, that gives us an encounter and actually gives us a closer encounter. So, how much DV do I have left? I have 1,000 DV. This should still work. Now, if I just transfer my fuel to be even, hopefully we can fix this. Okay. Pin this guy. Let me see if any of else of these guys don't have any. No, you don't. You don't. For some reason, I forgot to empty out one of these guys. So if I like pin all of these guys and just have this go out, it should evenly distribute between those, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Well, this guy's full. Wow, this is so weird the way it's doing it. So if I do out, that's so weird. Well, it was a little funky, but we'll take that. Somebody gassed up the wrong fuel tank, but maybe we needed that DV to actually get to Minmus. Maybe that person knew, they just didn't know where to put it. Okay. So now I want to even these out, so I get rid of this guy, and I do this. Okay, that's pretty even. Is that even enough? These guys are all even. This guy's a little lower than those guys. If I go in, stop, in, stop, in, stop. I don't think I'll get it exact. Okay, that's pretty close. 637. Okay. I'd say that's probably balanced enough. They're within like 5 or 6 of each other. Okay. Okay. All right. So now I should be able to just wait to burn at moon periapsis and get an orbit, right? Is that going to be the most efficient way to do it? Or do I want to try to get a small burn that will get us coming in on the other side? Actually, this will be going the right direction, won't it? If I burn at periapsis here, I'll be going around this direction, which is the correct direction. So if I just do that, I should be able to slowly adjust and slowly match this orbit, I believe. So I think we're good. All right, as funky as that was, I think we made that work. Could the fuel line on one tank not connected? No, they're all connected, I believe. I mean, it's asparagus staging, where these two guys go to these two guys, and these two guys go down to the one below. I think they're all connected. I'm pretty sure my fuel lines are connected correctly. It's just the issue was one of these guys was filled when it shouldn't have been, and that was probably the reason we were all off balance on our launch, but it should be fine. If they weren't connected, you wouldn't have been able to transfer fuel. Yeah. I wouldn't have been able to transfer if they weren't connected, so we're good. So let's save. Let's warp to here. And I shouldn't need to do a maneuver. Should just be able to burn a retrograde till the periapsis to get in orbit. You think you can transfer if they're not connected? Really? Seems weird. Now warp here. Okay, time to periapsis is 1 minute and 22 seconds. So should have that there. All right, so we're going to burn retrograde till we get in orbit, and then we'll start trying to match and dock with our fueling station. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be the first time we're using our docking station to, like, leapfrog us to another planet. Every other time we've basically gone straight to that planet. So this will be cool, hopefully. Hopefully this will be cool if it works. If we gave ourselves enough space to make all this work. Okay. All right, 10 seconds till we hit periapsis. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, burn. I guess I could have put a maneuver node to see how much DV it'll take to put us into orbit. But as long as we have enough to get into orbit and dock, it doesn't really matter how much DV we use because we're going to refuel. There it is. Okay. All right. We got ourselves in orbit. So, now we're setting this as our target. So now we'll want to, do we need to match ascending, descending nodes, or do we just run into it at the, well, I probably should. I don't think it'll cost us much to do it. Coming up on a descending node, we can actually find how much DV it'll cost to do this. Add maneuver. Right click on that so it stays. Click on this. Oh, God. Jesus, it's freaking hard to make small adjustments here. Yeah, this is going to cost like no DV. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hello. There we go. So it costs us 6 DV for this, so that's fine. Okay, so let's warp to next maneuver. You can try to capture an asteroid and put it in orbit so you can make a refuel station. I have a refuel station. Oh, are you saying you can actually mine an asteroid so you just have a refueling station refueling itself? That would be insane. Is that something you could do? How do you... Oh, that sounds awesome. That way I don't have to transfer between the planet or the moon and... Oh, that would be insane. Capture an asteroid. Well, I do have a thing that's set up to warn of asteroids coming towards Kerbin. Interesting. I didn't know you could capture asteroids. Frickin' go on a Armageddon mission, man. All right. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Why is this node there? Okay, it's fine. 2, 1. Okay. Beautiful. Like that. You can attach a bunch of grabber units to an asteroid with engines attached and then move the asteroid around. Oh, that's cool. I'm probably going to need to do that, bring it to Minmus so we can attach it to this fueling station. I mean, we could even have one orbiting Kerbin, I guess, and refuel after we do our launch. But if you're impatient, instead of waiting an asteroid to come close, you make a ship to grab one. So you have to go out and find an asteroid. So basically, you make a rocket that's entire purpose is to get to... Is there an asteroid field that you can just go... Is there like a ring of asteroids somewhere, like the whatever belt in our system? Unknown object. Maybe that's what these guys are. You just go out and grab one, and so you bring a rocket to it. That's whole plan is to have grabber rockets that grab onto an asteroid and let you take it where you want it. There's even a magical asteroid. Oh, that's so cool, man. The more I play this game, the more I learn there's such cool stuff in it. All right, so now that we've matched that, we just need to slowly lower our orbit to run into this guy. So we want to burn at our apoapsis to lower our periapsis, I think, first. So we're just going to want to burn at prograde. I mean retrograde, not prograde. Oh, crap. I'm going the wrong direction here. Oh, I wonder if we can even get a... Nah, no encounter here, but we should be able to get an encounter. If we do this, we should be able to just slow down until it catches up to us, I think. I feel like going out and getting one might be easier because you can manage the DV yourself instead of having to slow one down enough. Ah, interesting. Pulling the asteroid into Kerbal orbit to mine them. This asteroid is empty. Yeets into ocean. All right. Do I want to try to get my... Nah, let's just get our PE to match and then whatever. Okay, so let's do that. What's next maneuver? But you feel like going and getting it might be easier because you can manage the DV yourself. Interesting. Instead of having to slow one down enough. Wouldn't you have to slow it down if you go capture it too? If you go to it. Or are you saying you could use the DV of the rocket you send out to it to slow it down first or something? I don't know. This is definitely all new to me. Definitely all new to me. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. I always forget to do this, man. Okay, why isn't he going to the maneuver node, by the way? Because I don't have electric charge. Come on, give me electric charge. There it goes. Okay. Whew, okay. Freaking hell, I always forget this. 3, 2, 1. Thank goodness the electric charge comes up pretty fast. 3, 2, 1. You can make custom hotkeys to extend all your solar panels. Can you? Because it seems like you have to make action groups, and that's one of the most annoying things in this game. It's okay. I don't live on any of the land masses that are adjacent to that ocean. That's right. What do I care? Making action groups for every single rocket I launch is so annoying, Juiced. I just don't like doing it. I just don't like doing it. It's such a pain to have to do that for every single one. There should just be a button here that is extend all your solar panels like there is for brakes, gear, and lights. I don't understand why there's not, but whatever. Okay, so now I got to figure out... Now I got to get an encounter. I'm actually burning retrograde just a little bit longer here. There we go. Okay. So now what we want to do... Do I want to burn at periapsis to bring us closer, or do we just do another maneuver somewhere to give us an intersect? If you completely run out of charge, you can't even extend the panels. I know, and that's happened to me a couple times. And we did completely run out of charge, but we had fuel. And so I think while you have fuel, you are still able to do stuff or something. There's probably a mod for that. There probably is, and I probably just need to find that mod in my CCAN or whatever. Mods solve everything. They do. I just need to know which mod. I keep saying this. I keep saying I need to know which mods I need to do. Okay. So I think... All right. So if I plan a maneuver at this intersect point, let me see if it'll give us an intersect somewhere. It'd be burning at retrograde most likely. If you have someone on board, they can EVA and extend them manually. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, those ones lining up doesn't do us any good. Okay, I don't think I'm going to get a the thing doing it this way. Every time I go to CCAN to look for one mod, I start using like 100 mods. Yeah. Okay, if I can get one that's close, I can adjust this around, I think. Oh, is this giving us one right here? Separation 0.9. This actually should work. No, I want to... No. Our second orbit around will give us one here. There we go. That looks pretty good right there. So if we do this burn, we'll get an intersect down our second orbit around. This should definitely work. You're watching someone that had the life support and such mods. They forgot to extend their solar panels before warping. All the Kerbal knots were too bored to extend the solar panels to get the electricity to alleviate their boredom. That's funny. Mods are a great path to relief and addiction. An untrained Padawan must use great caution. Well, if I get a mod that just lets me do my solar panels with one button, I should definitely do that. If anybody can tell me what that mod is, I'll write it down and I can make sure I activate it for the next time. If anybody happens to know what that mod's called, if that is a thing. To next to maneuver. Because I have CCAN. I'm using CCAN because I have Flight Engineer, Kerbal Engineer that I don't ever use. Okay. Hey, what's up, Programmatic? I love the colonization mods because you always try and set up colonies. That sounds awesome, Zach Dog. That's one of the things I'm most excited about for Kerbal Space Program 2 is creating those different stations on different planets and creating new launch pads. And one of my favorite things to do in games like this, like I talked about Elite Dangerous, I love mining so much, is collecting resources. And that's the video I watched yesterday. They talked about collecting resources as one of the main paths to progression in KSP2. You're back. Welcome back, Cthulhu. You're not having the greatest day. Without going into details, my backpack is now filled with shards of broken glass. Yikes, man. I'm sorry to hear that. 8. Okay, save. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay. Did I go past it? I went past it. So let's burn at prograde just a bit. And we should be able to make this a little closer. Burn just slightly too long. Still within 4 kilometers, but closer I can get, the better. Okay. It was at 0.2, and then I went too far. This will be good enough. We'll call that good. Feels like a way to end up with a shredded vacuum cleaner to vacuum clean up broken glass. Okay. All right. So let's save. This should give us a good approach. Warp here. We're going to be burning at retrograde when we get here. Slow us down. Okay, so I should be able to see my target. There it is. Oh, you know what? I probably should have deployed this thing a while ago. You know what? I think I'm going to keep this fairing on here. I think I'm just going to do that. Open shield. Here we go. Okay. So we want to match target orbit speed when we're as close as we're going to get, which is probably pretty soon. Started playing a bit after watching some of the streams. You haven't unlocked the SAS yet? It's a huge pain, yeah. Without SAS... Wait, you haven't unlocked SAS at all? Well, I know there's a bunch more options you can get, but I thought you had SAS from the beginning. Okay. All right. I've been docking so much lately. I feel like all of my streams lately have been, let's do more docking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, so now we want to point towards our target and move slowly towards our target. SAS is on the basic man module. After that, you add more to a craft with reaction wheels. Well, you have to add... leveling up your pilot gives you more of these options, and then unlocking the advanced fly-by-wire gives you the other thing. Okay, so how do we want to dock here? I go over to this guy. So I probably want to latch onto control from here. And set the target. See if this works here. Can you latch onto a claw with a boarding thing? I don't know if this is gonna work. Can a claw... Okay, let's now stop that. Can a claw latch on to a docking thing? I think you need to unlock if you're using unmanned module. The State Putnik doesn't have a reaction wheel, I don't think. Okay. Can I actually dock a claw to a clampatron? I've never tried that. It can dock to anything? Okay, okay. Well, we'll just do it this way then. This should work. Am I targeting the right thing? I think I am. Now we want to turn on RCS here. Actually, yes, I do want to do RCS. Keep this lined up right here. If I just leave this like this, we might just dock safely here. Pardon the text wall. Okay. Something you could do for docking is when you're closing up on your approach and you want to reduce speed relative to target, instead of locking target retrograde, turn so that retrograde is in the middle between anti-target and your direction, so you push the retrograde toward the anti-target while reducing your relative velocity. Okay. Might have to do that at some point. I think we have a good approach here. I think we're good on this. Save and speed up a little bit. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Let's correct a little bit and hope we're pointing in the right direction here. Aim camera. There we go. It's not exactly, the dot's not exactly middle lined up here. This might not quite work. Might slow down and adjust a little bit here. Yeah, looks like it's a little off, but we're slowing down. I can maybe make an adjustment here. Or we just do it first try. GG cookie time first try. I'm gonna GG cookie time that. Just docked. Frickin' get wrecked. Get docked on, sir. Get docked on. Hey, what's up, Maloxel? You missed the notification. No problem. No problem. We've only been go for an hour. We finally did what we were trying to do the end of last stream. Okay, I have a new bag of cookies, so I'm trying to open this thing. We did it, or you did it. GG cookie time first time. Okay. I swear, these generic brand cookie bags are so impossible to open without tearing them apart. There we go. One more thing. All right, tore it apart. Okay. I need to find excuses for GG cookie times on Kerbal because I fail so many times on this game. Seems the Kerbals aren't the only ones to level up. All right, now to refuel. So, let's do it this way. I basically want to fill up this entire thing. So we'll just do these tanks one at a time. Tend to find my games end up like this. What do you mean end up like this? Much different compared to easy open cookie brand cookies. Oh, this is what your games end up as. So many corpses floating in space. Nice. All right, cool. That one's filled up. I'm off to play some Rocket League. Might see you later. All right, bye, boy. Good luck on your Rocket League. Hope you win some games, man. Looks like with Mech Jab you can auto extend solar panels. Really? People have told me a lot about Mech Jab. Yeah, this is exactly worth 2 of these guys. So, hopefully I'll have enough. I might have to take a little bit out of these guys, but that should be fine. I'll be able to fill up all these guys. Whoa, 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 stop. Stop. Okay, okay, Jesus. Why is it doing that? Is this the Kraken that I keep hearing about? Okay. Disable SAS? Okay. Oh God, I hope I saved it after I docked. I didn't. I have to do my docking again. Damn it. Was there an autosave after I docked? Persistent. I think so. Tune in to see a massive vibrating station dragon. Hopefully it autosaved after I docked. Okay. Well, apparently the persistent goes here. SS is on, lots of parts joints. 2 times warp speed tends to ruin ships. The 2 times warp speed was supposed to fix it, and it did, because it freezes physics, but then after that it continued doing what it was doing. I managed to fix Kraken with struts on your game, not auto struts. Interesting. Okay. I might have to go back to that quick load. I'm just trying to see if it auto saved before it didn't. Okay. This is the same thing. All right, so just do what we did before. Control from here and aim camera. Okay. Hopefully I can... God, I GG cookie time but didn't save. Misplay right there. I managed to fix Kraken. Okay. So if I turn the SAS on or off, you think it would actually save it from what just happened? So the Kraken is when the physics fails on Kerbal, I guess. Oh, and Rex, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to stream, my friend. GG cookie time too. Well, I don't want to eat too many cookies. I mean, I love my cookies, but if I save scum and just do the same thing over and over just so I can have GG cookie time over and over, I will be a very large Rand. Now you got to get that cookie out of you and eat it. I need to re-eat the same cookie. SAS and RCS off, RCS on, but SAS off can ruin your ships sometimes. Okay. So just turn RCS and SAS off after I dock. And save this time. Okay, let's hope I can do this again. It worked well last time. Oh, crap. Okay. Claws are a beautiful thing. Okay. Quick save. There we go. Turn off SAS. And hopefully... Now, probably what I should also do is make sure I'm filling these things up. Filling these tanks up evenly as well. So let me fill up the bottom tanks first this time. Maybe if I fill up the bottom tanks at the same time. Maybe if I fill up everything evenly instead of one tank at a time, that will keep it from going crazy, hopefully. So I'm going to try doing it this way. Whoops. So I just go out here, have these fill up evenly, hopefully. Too many GG cookie times will make Rand round. That is correct. Quick save 1 minute away from docking. The persistence is actually about a minute away from docking, so the quick save after the dock will hopefully keep me safe. RIP, refuel in peace. I like it. Okay, all right. No vibrating ships, or Krakens as they're called, I guess, yet. Okay, great. Those guys are full. Pin this guy. And then let's just do the same thing here. We fill up all these guys at the same rate. Hopefully that will be safe. Okay. Here's where it might start vibrating. Can a round Rand have his own sphere of influence? We all have our own sphere of influence. It's just very small. That's right. Oops. Out. That's just physics. We all have gravity. It's just, compared to the planet we're on, it's nothing. It is inconsequential, non-effective. I don't know what the right word is for that. Okay. Man, I want to get an asteroid over here so we can mine. We can have an unlimited fuel refueling station now. We're all attractive, you can say. Giggity. That's why my rocket was vibrating. Saw how attractive I was. What? I don't know. We're all attracted to each other, giggity. Why did I put separatrons on these guys? Because I don't plan on actually staging these at any point, do I? Or do I plan on staging these? Oh, I actually do plan on staging these as we head towards Duna if they run out of fuel, because I won't need them for the space station. Okay. All right, we're almost full. I should have one more full tank. Beautiful. Okay. And this should fuel everything, and we'll have a little bit left in our refueling station. This is our guy that would normally go down to the surface and get more fuel, which are all empty. Oh, crap. No, I didn't want to do that. There. Oh, God, that's why my rocket was vibrating. Please. What? No! Stop. It's the Kraken, man. I cursed it. What did I do? I didn't turn SAS on. Why did it do that? Filling up everything evenly was working until I started filling up these guys. So it seems to be these guys are the issue. You were talking about it vibrating. Talk about the Kraken and it will appear, huh? Undock and dock again? Really? Is that what I need to do for this? If I docked at a different place, do you think that would work? If I docked to this instead of this, do you think that would work? If I docked to a different location, maybe? Undock and dock again after you fill again. I'm confused about what you're trying to tell me to do. I guess I could fill these guys, the bottom guys up. Undock and dock again. Or are you just saying undock and dock in the same place again after I fill these guys up and it'll like reset the physics or something? He's like, all right, I'm out. He thinks I'm vibrating about him. I'll show you me vibrating over him. I'll show you. Which guy is this? Crap, that was the wrong one. I was doing the wrong guy here. Is that this guy? No. This guy? Yeah. Crap, that was the wrong guy. Out here. All right, well, I'll do this one again because this seemed to be safe, and then I'll save it. And then maybe I'll undock and go to a different docking claw and see if clawing onto this guy will make it so that it doesn't vibrate and kill us. I don't know. Because I was refueling them evenly. SAS is actually on. Let me turn SAS off. I mean, how difficult would it be to just RCS over to this claw? It might be kind of difficult. Could be the fact that you dock in the claw. You think so? I mean, I'd have to separate this guy to dock to this guy. I don't know. Maybe if I unlatch this thing, maybe this thing's throwing it off. Okay, all right. Let's unpin all these guys. Let's save it now so I don't have to redo that part. Quick save. And now let's see what happens when we do these guys. You're afraid of the claw. Yarr. Okay, so let's see. If it starts vibrating, I'm going to immediately stop everything. If I can. So if I do this one at a time and quick save each time, maybe the Kraken won't rear its ugly head. Okay. So that seems okay. You're okay. Quick save. Okay, everything's good. Here's where it might start vibrating. As these things seem to fill up, that seems to be when it wants to start vibrating. If it starts vibrating, you should press Z, then space. Z, then space. Space would stage. I don't want to stage. Okay, it was when it was getting close to being full that it started vibrating.
Thank you for the follow.
Starmaster777, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Okay. Okay. Nope. Nope. There it is. Stabilize. Okay. No. What is happening, man? What is happening? All right, I think I might undock and then redock at a different claw and see if that does anything. No, I'm not going to hit Z in space. Besides, there's a big delay, Mutenho. If you try to tell me to do something while it's happening, you're like 5 seconds behind. So don't even try. No offense, but don't even try. Okay. So let's try to undock and go to a different claw here. Release. Okay. So let's make this the target. Control from here. An arm. And aim camera. There. Okay, now I want to try to see if I can, like, just RCS my way over here. H. I can't help it. It's just so it's just so happy to be refueled. It can't help it. It's so happy. Is this even gonna work if I just do this? Let me actually slow down so I can like turn this guy a little bit. I just want to rotate this guy a little bit. Okay, that's not working. I'm trying to Q and E and it's not doing anything. Okay, there we go. That turns it. Rotate a little bit. I want the camera to be here. You stupid game. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Swap over to this guy. Aim camera here. Slow down a little bit here. Where's my prograde? It's not lining up here. Okay, if we just line up with the target here and then start going forward, that might actually work. Maybe. What are you doing? Stop that. Okay, go there. H a little bit. Okay. See, this will just clamp on. Oh god, I'm not lined up like I thought I was. This might be funky, but this might work. Clamp on to me, clamper. I'm completely underneath you. Great. What the hell? Okay, back up. Back up. And this looks totally safe, yes. Totally safe this way. Oh god, it's going the wrong direction. Oh god, RCS is one of the most confusing things to me. Why are you spinning? I don't even know why you're spinning right now. But alright, let's make a rotation. Why not? Have you tried kindly asking it? Some people handle stressful situations poorly. Kindly asking for it to stop vibrating, huh? Okay, as long as we don't lose any pieces as we're doing this little flip here. I'm just going to let it come around and hopefully correct it. And as we come around, what I'm going to do is actually just set it to target so it'll line up for me. Ours is confusing since the controls are camera relative while everything else is craft relative. Yeah, and I feel like that's what throws me off. Looks like we did bump it a little bit here. Just click both target on both ship, then slowly throttle. Well, I've tried that with this ship, and with all these three things connected, when you try to do target with that, it doesn't seem to work very well. So let me just let this thing finish its spin, then align it with target. Well, actually now I need to flip that thing around again because now it's like flopping around here. Because right now I would think Q and E would turn it with this thing, but it doesn't. Because I'm doing control from here, Q and E does not flip this guy. Why can't I control my ship? Oh, because I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm pressing the RCS buttons. Different buttons for RCS and SAS. Put in some solar panels to keep them safe. I actually have one right there that's retracted. Okay, so am I controlling from here? I should be controlling from here. And aim my camera here. Set target. Okay. We'll see if that stays steady there. That's what I'm worried about, that it won't stay steady. So now, set this guy to target. See, if you keep them both to target, they keep trying to rotate each other, and I think that does not work. So this one's back on stability assist. That'll be fine. So now I kind of want to move sideways. You think one of the funniest things to see is people trying to dock? Well, normally, I mean, we had it once. If the goddamn Kraken wasn't a piece of crap, we would have done this fine. So I want to move to the right, and if I press L, that's not, it doesn't do it. So I don't understand how these controls work. I have to actually press up to go right, I think. I think I need to go forward a little bit to be able to see my prograde thing. Totally random question. What is your least favorite FTL ship? Rock A and Slug B are my two least favorites. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can line this up and just slowly do this thing here. I want to see you dock without the crew. I don't even know if this is going to work since we're not, like, lined up correctly. I wonder if it's better if I turn this guy to try to dock. Rock A is not my favorite. Don't listen to Cthulhu. He's the biggest frickin' troll ever. Can I please? I swear, why does it change where your camera's aimed every time you swap ships? That is one of the most annoying things. So many annoying things in this game. Just the way the UI works. Is there any way I can turn this? Can I do this and turn this slightly to line up? Let me quick save, and if I say control from here, aim camera, do target, what's going to happen? Stupid crap, because this game's shit doesn't work right. Okay, alright, come on game, come on. So I gotta just do this manually. Control from here. And I want to... turn this thing. Which ship am I on right now? Because it's not turning at all. Okay, there's it's turning. Okay. Turn. Maybe it's the Q and E I want to hit here. You think I'll run out of monoprop before docking? Maybe. Okay, that's the direction I wanted to turn right there, I think. Here I am just trying to be helpful. Cthulhu, you are... Sometimes you're funny, but sometimes you're just being ridiculous. Lying is not being helpful. Lying is being trolly. I'm actually going to bump this a little bit so it can back up a little bit. Full of crap. There you go. Full of crap. If I bump you slowly, I wonder if I can actually dock just by bumping that slowly and then having this claw on here. Oh man, if I could dock with this. Oh man. Oh man. H. H. Ha 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 ha! Get wrecked. Person who said I'd run out of monopropellant. Okay. All right. We did it. F5. Please don't Kraken me. And speaking of, let's refill our monopropellant. Because we have some stored somewhere, I believe. Yeah, there's some there. Still looks absolutely safe and not like death at all. God. All right, where are my monopropellant tanks? Let's refill those because we're gonna have to dock again once we get to Duna. There. I've still got a pretty good amount of monopropellant here. I think I have 3 or 4 of these tanks. How many? Is that 3? Okay, so I think that's all of them. 1, 2, 3. Is there another one here? Okay, it looks like all of them. So let's refill them from these guys' monopropellant tanks. Seems stable now, but can it withstand dance moves? Can it withstand vibrating is the question. I already saved it, right? Let me stop. Save. Out. At this point, I'm just waiting for the havoc. What's the havoc? Instead of moving to dock to the station, move the station to dock to you. That's, I mean, seems to work for me. I don't know why other people haven't used this strategy. All right, so there's our monopropellant full there. So now it's to see if these things, maybe I just can't completely refuel these things. Maybe the Kraken just won't let me. But let's try it. Maybe we just get it as full as it'll go before it starts vibrating. Okay, save. And out. Hey, what's up, Saucer? One more quick save, that's right. You got to do the safety dance, Kraken dance. That's a thing, huh? Change all the auto struts from heaviest to root part. Okay. Let me quick load here. Can that help with the Kraken? For the tanks, okay. All right, I will do that. Because it's the tanks filling up that's causing this, so maybe it's because these are becoming heavier than the root part or the thing that it's strutted to. So let's try this. Root part. Okay. Thank you for that tip. Let's see if Saucer is the savior of the galaxy. What's happening is the weight is shifting from one craft to the other and the auto struts are all changing. Okay. Cool. I knew somebody would come in and eventually tell me exactly what's happening. You're a bro. All right, so you should be on heaviest or root part. Oh, grandparent part. Root part. Okay. Let's try it now. Let's see what happens now. I'll do the same thing on this. Root part on this guy. Hopefully that will keep it. So now they're auto-strutting to the cockpit. Okay. Hey, Rand, you might remember me from like 4 years ago. I also wanted you to name rocks after me in FTL. I quit Twitch altogether a long time ago, but I saw YouTube recommended me your video today. I remembered you, decided to say hi. Well, I think I remember your name, Arturix. It's good to see you again. I'm glad you found us again from the YouTube. You quit Twitch, huh? Well, you can always hang out on the YouTube because I am uploading videos there all the time still, so. Space Squid hungry for naan. Okay. All right. It's looking better. It looks like Saucer is the savior of the Kraken. Savior of us from the Kraken. You are our, what's that guy's name? You're my Captain Ahab, protecting us from the Kraken. Okay, that one's disabled. Saucer takes a bow. Take a bow. Everybody, round of applause for Saucer. Yay! You're like Luke Skywalker coming to save us from bad RNG. That's right. Puny no mortal, no one can stop the Kraken. Luke Skywalker Saucer can. Ahab was the madman. Nemo might save us from the whale. Okay. I'm sorry. My my Moby Dick knowledge is not very good. And Moby Dick doesn't have anything to do with the Kraken either. So, all right, quick save, hard save. It's time to head to Duna to do all the stuff that this ship was meant to do what it was built for. I'll gladly be your lucky charm. Nice, Arcturix. Okay, all righty. Let's release the Kraken. Release the Kraken. And here we go. Time to head to Duna and set up our space station. I wonder if it is safe for me to get rid of this fairing. Okay. I'm going to make sure this is auto-strutted to the root part as well. Have all the stuff auto-strut. Anything that's a fuel tank I feel like should probably be on root part and not heaviest. Maybe I should start doing that with all tanks. Have all the tanks strutted to the root part instead of the heaviest part. Rename the ship the Kraken. All right. So we got a hard save, quick save. So now we got to head towards Duna. So we now need to get in an orbital solar orbit and then head towards Duna is what our next goal is over there. So we just need to escape the influence of I guess we just got to plan a maneuver and see if this gets us into a solar orbit or not. It only really matters a ton when you're doing huge tanks, but I started doing it to root part and it's gone away easier. Nice. Okay, there's an escape there, and that gives us a Kerbal orbit, I believe. Nope. Damn it. God, I hate the UI in this game. That is the one thing that if Kerbal Space Program 2 improves on, I will probably play it a ton more. Just fix the frickin' UI, man. The UI just feels so bad to me. Okay, I feel like we're escaping the wrong direction because I want to actually go out this way, I believe. So if I do it like, if I go like this, will that give me a better escape that I can turn on prograde? And just keep burning up prograde? No, that's not going to work. So how do I escape from Minmus and get a solar orbit? Or, oh, will that do it? Do I just need to keep going? Okay, that looks like that'll work. Find handy charge with great angle to encounter Duna. KSP2 plans to add dual planetary systems, which I'm hyped to see how you park stations around that. Yeah. Okay, this should work. This should get us into a solar orbit. And then we could start planning our Duna approach. Okay, I think this will work. 152 DV to get into a solar orbit. And we'll still have like 2,000 something DV. Okay, all right. Seems pretty good. SAS on. Towards maneuver. And, okay, we already did our hard save. So let me warp to our next maneuver. Which is where? Where will you let me warp to my next maneuver, please? Warp to next maneuver. I mean, seriously, there should just be a button that's warp to next maneuver so you don't have to find the right place on the orbit to click. That seems like such a simple, basic UI thing that I don't understand why that's just not in the game. I want to close this thing. Close shield. Why is there not just a button that is warp to next maneuver? Is there a button somewhere that is that and I just don't know where it is? You right-click the maneuver node. Can you do that? I thought right-clicking the maneuver node gave you the option to close the maneuver, add an orbit, or reduce an orbit. I don't think there's a warp to next maneuver on that node. But maybe there is and I just don't know how to do it. Have I looked at the new Shortest Trip to Earth? Yes, Arturix. I played it in early access, and I've had a lot of people telling me since it's released that there's a lot of good new stuff in it. So I will actually probably be playing it at some point in the near future here. 2, 1, burn. I just have to find the time. But yeah, I've definitely played it, and it's fun. It didn't have the replayability of FTL. I mean, what games do, but I did play it in early access. Okay. Does that give us what we want? Kerbal escape? Okay. That gives us what we want. Okay, cool. Can I post a link to Angle for interplanetary encounter? Sure. Let me permit you since I don't think I have any mods in here right now. Okay, there you go. I think that Kerbal Alarm Clock mod has that function among others. Okay. So Kerbal Alarm Clock, and I need to find one that allows me to... What was the other thing I wanted to get a mod for? Solar panels automatically opening altogether. All right, let me write these down. Write down what mods I want to get. Or Kerbal Alarm Clock. Does anybody know what the mod is? If there is one that lets you do all the solar panels be on a single button. Kerbal Alarm Clock. Okay. MechJeb does that? Okay. MechJeb does a lot of stuff for you. I might be getting to the point where I'm all cool with allowing him to fly for me. You can do that in stock? I know, but I hate having to sign action groups for every single ship, my Loxel. That's... What I said earlier is there should be a button like up here that just every time, for every ship, you press that button and all of your solar panels extend. I don't want to have to set an action group for every ship I make. It's stupid to me. I mean, you can clearly do it because you can do toggle action gear and lights and brakes. So, okay. So we are now in orbit. So let's look at this picture that Moodenho did. KSP Planetary Transfer Quick Reference Chart. Ejection angle from Kerbal to the outer planets. Ejection angle from Kerbal to the inner planets. Flight path to Sun. I'm not sure if I quite understand this. So Duna, starting at Kerbal in the 3 o'clock position. I'm not sure what this is telling me. I mean, I think I've been told kind of how I want to do it before, which is if I want to go to Duna, I put it at 12 o'clock and burn it retrograde when I'm at 3 o'clock, or burn it prograde when I'm at 3 o'clock or something like that. MechJeb can be configured to auto-deploy solar panels and comms arrays when you leave or enter atmosphere. Yeah, it seems very useful. I wonder... I mean, I'm kind of close to Duna now. Could I do an encounter right now? Not 12, but 3 hours of difference. Okay. So basically, as long as we're... Like, right now, we're kind of close to 3 hours of difference, but we're in front. So, will that work? If I do a burn... Let me actually just see. If I were to do a burn, just like... where's my orbit? Here. Set as target. And actually I want to hit this, so I focus here. And do like this. Burn at prograde. Oh my god, that's using so much DV already. That's not looking like what we want it to do. Nope. So get rid of that. So I probably actually want to wait for a while until we get a good position with Duna. So let me do a quick save right now. And let's speed up a lot. Like a whole lot. So basically, I want to get, if I'm not mistaken, I want to get like 3 hours behind Duna to get an approach or whatever. That is for minimum DV to use. What? Not 12, but 3 hours. So 3 hour difference. So I want to be behind it by 3 hours so that I think that's what I want to do. Another mod you like to use is Chatter. Just adds radio chatter, which adds nothing to gameplay, but adds the overall experience. So that's kind of cool. Now look at all these unknown objects. Are those all asteroids that are appearing in our solar systems I could go try to capture? Chatterer, huh? I like things that will add to the atmosphere of the game. Sometimes I feel like the game is too quiet. Chatterer, okay. For massive overhaul for mid-late game experts or general fun, the KSP Interstellar mod. Basically all the stuff that people are asking for KSP 2. Interstellar mod, you know, multiplayer, surface bases and all that kind of stuff. Look at the days go by. Yeah, we're just flying through the days right now. We're in the solar orbit, so it's basically similar to having a Kerbal year or whatever here. One awesome mod is called Infernal Robotics. Well, I just got, thanks to Johnny, we just got the expansions which added some robotics. So, okay, this is starting to look like we're approaching a place where I can maybe get a thing here, encounter. So how much, first things first, how much DV do I have? I think I have more than 2132 because I'm going to be getting rid of these guys. Is that right? I'm going to be burning through these fuel. Are these, did I do this right? Because all these engines are going to burn, and it should be burning through this fuel, and I stage it as we go. But I only see one tank here. I feel like I should be seeing more tanks if I actually did the staging correctly here. Or will I see this one tank? I just don't understand if I did the asparagus correctly here. Adds warp drives, microwave beamed energy for engines, interstellar planets, and even visions. It only shows the engines in that list. Well, I kind of want to stage and check. What is this staging? I don't want you to stage. You go up here somewhere. Like if I stage, am I going to have more fuel? Let me do a quick save real quick, and I want to test something. If I stage, will I still... It should knock off these two guys, and I should have more tanks of fuel. The crew has clearly lost their mind. Clearly. All right, let me try something real quick. Okay, so my DV went down, but my fuel didn't change. I'm confused. I feel like this isn't doing what I want it to do. My DV went down. Of course, I just jettisoned some fuel, but this asparagus staging doesn't feel like it's doing what I want it to do. Am I taking fuel from the right tanks? Maybe that's the issue. How do I fix that? Because what I want to happen is takes from these guys first, and it flows into this tank. That's why this fuel line's here. Do I need to set a fuel priority, a flow priority or something like that? Okay, actually it is looking like it's taking the fuel from the right tanks. Oh, it's taken from these guys at the same time. So how do I change that? It's taking fuel from these guys as the same time it's taken from these guys. No, as these guys. That seems wrong. That seems very wrong. I disabled crossfeed on these guys. Okay, so it seems like these two engines are not able to get fuel from these fuel tanks, I think is what's happening. These things have to use this fuel tank because it's not getting fuel from the asparagus staging, I think. So how do I make it so that this engine and this engine, basically this fuel tank can get fuel from above, I feel like is what's the issue here. I think I need... Nope. I just wasted fuel. Quick load. I think I need to enable cross-feed in one of these two places, or two of these places right here. Or do I just re-enable cross-feed everywhere and that'll fix my issue, I wonder. Okay, I enabled crossfeed. Let me quick save. Now what I want to do is I want to fill up these guys with fuel right now. From the guys that we're trying to emptying first, which are these two guys. Well, is there any way to do this evenly is the question. Damn it. Not you. You. No, that's you. You. I think you can view the fuel flow if you right-click on the engines. Okay. Well, let me fill up these bottom tanks first. From these two guys. Is there any way to make this even? I want these to even. Actually, I guess I could do it this way. I can do one at a time. So if I do it this way, this should even out perfectly. If I do this one, then the other two. So this guy is that one. So I want this guy, pin this guy, unpin this guy, and this one is that guy. So I want this, no, this guy, unpin that guy. Damn it. That should be right. You didn't put the fuel pipe in the engine that is getting empty. Well, I asparagus stage like I've done before, but yeah, the fuel pipe is. These guys aren't all connected like they would normally be, I think, on my other asparagus staging. So I think I would have needed a fuel pipe going from these guys to these guys, but. Let me see. Let me quick save. And let me see now if any of these guys go down as we use fuel. With me enabling the fuel flow or whatever, the cross feed, I'm curious if it's still going to do the same thing. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure my fuel flow is going correctly here. Okay. Okay, none of those are losing fuel. This guy's losing fuel. This guy is not. This guy's losing fuel. This guy's not. Perfect. That's what we want. Okay. That should be fixed. I think that'll now stage correctly. Every time you use asparagus staging, you get confused. Yeah. Well, it's already set up on my Kerbal launch rocket, but this is the first time I've done multiple asparagus staging things. So hopefully this will all work right. You're full, you're full, you're full, and you're not full. Okay. We should be good now. Now let's see if we can try to find ourselves a what we're trying to do, a encounter with Duna. Okay. If I move you back along this way, is that going to be better? Okay. Okay, I might be able to work with this. No, not that way. If I go here, and if we use the blue, will this do anything for us? Oh, oh, oh. Come on. Come on. You could do it. I believe in you, blue button. Oh, there it was. I saw it. Scroll back. There it is. 1700 DV. Gets it to Duna encounter. Heading out to get some sleep, Rand. Remember, no litho breaking. I will do my best. Focus view. Okay, what kind of encounter does this give us? How close are we? All right, that's actually not bad at all. See if I can adjust. Whoops, adjust it at all to make it even better. Nope. Okay. Okay, so which direction to make it closer? Okay, right there. That's good. The closer I can get, if I can get into the atmosphere, we can actually do a little bit of, what is it called? Atmosphere braking or whatever. Oh man, okay. So if I can get right around there, we'll be able to have the atmosphere hopefully help us slow down. Now my question is 1791 dB. My question is, when I stage, is my fuel gonna transfer correctly? Because I should have way more than 1538 dV in here between all these stages, but I don't know if it's correct. I don't know if it's right. So if this is not enough dV because of the way the fuel is working, I don't know what else to do. But I think I have way more dV than it says. Aero braking, is that what it's called? Okay. Okay, so warp to next maneuver. Let me try. You said right-clicking on the maneuver. Here. No. I don't see a way to right-click on the maneuver to get you warp to here. Warp to next maneuver. There we go. All right. We're going to do this burn, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to have to figure something out. If you need to fine-tune, you can lower the engine thrust clicking on the engine. Yeah, I do know about that. My main worry is that the asparagus staging is not right. That it's going to tell me to stage, and when I stage, I'm going to have no fuel left in these guys. But I feel like the way this should work is I'm going to stage. These two guys are going to go away, and I'm still going to have all the fuel left in these guys, and these guys. But I don't know exactly how DV relates to liquid fuel and oxidizer. I'm still not 100% on how all that works. You can always make sure to transfer fuel manually before you stage. Well, what I'll do is there's this stage view button. What? Okay, so I want to show solid fuel, liquid fuel, oxidizer, stage view. Oh, it's showing all over here. Okay. God, I have so many fuel tanks here. So the two I'm worried about that I want to make sure are... These are the ones that I want to be emptying as everything else is not emptying. So what I should see, if this works correctly, is these two guys going down as we do this burn and nothing else going down. If it doesn't, I'm probably screwed. I'm going to do a hard save right here, right before this burn, in case something goes crazy wrong. And when I stage, then two others should start going down. Where do the fuel lines in the second pair go to? They go down to these, specifically to these engines. So I might need to actually enable cross feed at these decouplers maybe. Well, we'll see. I have a save that I can revert to if I need to. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, this is good. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see these guys using fuel and nothing else. So that means when we stage, we'll be swapping over to other fuel tanks. And it's also doing this weird thing. See, the way this is acting is confusing to me. Because this thing goes down. I guess it's because of our asparagus staging. So this little tick mark when I stage is not actually when I run out of this fuel. It might be when I run out of some other tank. So I don't know if I have enough DV or not. If anything, you can manually click on the decoupler and activate it. I don't want to decouple. I wanted to enable cross feed is what I wanted to do. Enable cross feed. Enable cross feed. And I want to do the same thing with these guys. Enable cross feed. Enable cross feed. Alright, so as soon as those guys run out, we stage. See, now it's saying we're running out of fuel. So now the next two guys should be going down. Okay. It's now saying we're running out of fuel before this thing happens, but I don't know if that's just because of the way our things are staged. So maybe we're fine. It looks like we might be fine. It's so weird how this little meter works when you do an asparagus staging for something like this, but it looks like we're hopefully good. With this sort of complicated setup, you can't rely on those calculations. Okay. I think they should have gone the Tay next line to be ejected. Okay, good. So those... The asparagus staging seems to be working correctly. So I just can't count on this the red line and this DV meter, because we have way more DV. Our DV is going up right now because we're losing weight as we do this. It's so weird. Thing on the top says I have 7k DV left. Well, it might also be taking into account our this guy. We have a nuclear engine to get us home that I've never used before. Nowadays, I'm in dire need of something to fall asleep to nowadays, so I wanted to ask where I can find the start of this campaign. In Brasco-Cac on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, there should be a playlist for all the Kerbal Space Program stuff we've done so far. Save. Okay. Let's quick load. Because that knocked off some solar panels. I saved right before that stage. Okay. Let me retract solar panels here. I'm hoping this is not messing up my stuff too much. Okay, we're just going to retract those guys. Then go back to this guy. Maneuver node is now all screwed up. Why are we pointing the wrong direction? Okay, that didn't hit those that time. Okay. Now my bird time is a lot longer. I'm confused. Quick loading in the middle of a maneuver might have been a bad idea. You think the maneuver stopped working? I think you might be right. What's happening? I think my maneuver got screwed up because of that. I might need to do a second maneuver. All right, let me cut this and we don't need no solar panels. I do need solar panels. There's another bug with this game. Maneuver nodes stop working when you apparently quick save and quick load in the middle of the maneuver, I guess. All right, so reload and don't change the orientation. Okay. How will I know? I guess you're just saying that I'm going to... Okay. Assume that it's going to keep me in the right place for this thing. How will I know? I don't know when I'm going to... Okay, I guess I need to look at... Manual look at my orbit for... this. You couldn't get the first ship off the ground in this game, are you talking about? I guess I'm just gonna look until I see an approach now. Look at Duna, I'm looking at it. I don't know how much longer this burn is going to need to go for us to get our approach. We might pass it is my worry. Oh. This line I'm seeing, the approach line of it. You've been to every planet and back this game? Nice, Elavild. Okay, I think this might be the line I need to be looking for. Problem is I'm about to run out of fuel for this thing. I feel like this is not... my build's not going to work. I think we're about to run out of all of our fuel that was supposed to get us to Duna. Because if this fuel runs out, the only DV I have left is the stuff that was supposed to get us home in our nuclear rocket that is above our space station. I think we've gone way past our point here. Yeah, we didn't get our approach. I think we just flew right by it. Yeah, we flew way by our approach here. I need to load my hard save. I did. I think it was this one. I need to retract my solar panels before I do this entire burn, I think. Nope, that was not the right one. I know I did a hard save though. Was it 4? Did it flip over the years? Was it this one? Might be this one. Usually do a gravity boost off the moon to save me some fuel. Well, we went from Minmus, Chusette. We were full fuel from Minmus. Okay. Was this is where we want to be, right? This is our maneuver. It's now not giving me my Duna approach. What the hell? Why are my nodes? Why are my maneuvers changing, man? F this game, man. Seriously. Okay, there it was. Okay, that's what I want right there. And now I lost the... Welcome to float number error. Great. I don't have no idea what the hell that is. You can't approach with Duna. There's not... What are you talking about? I have an approach, Elavild. I had a good approach that got me within 33 kilometers of Duna, which is in the atmosphere to help me brake. But quick saving and quick loading is screwing it all up, man. To quickly fix my maneuver within the 30 seconds. No, start burn in 1 minute. No, 29 seconds. Okay. Okay, where are we? There. That's the one I want. Start the burn in 8, 7, 6, maneuver. 3, 2, 1. Go. While this is going, I'm going to retract the solar panels that were an issue, hopefully. You will never catch that approach. It's an error. Well, what am I supposed to do when my actual maneuver node is an error? I don't understand. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do if my maneuver nodes are giving me an error. Because now you're right. Now it's showing. I have one that shows it's right and one that shows it's not. It's a different load now. This was the hard save I did before my... I think I just have to do a new maneuver. When doing a maneuver, start burning half the time, expect to burn. That's incorrect, Moonho. That is incorrect with this, with whatever these enhanced nodes are. What you're telling me is incorrect information. Okay, I think I have to load that and get a new one. So guys, I'm gonna stand up, use the restroom. We're gonna have to do a whole new node because it's not working correctly. Thank you all for hanging out. If there's anybody new to the stream, please hit the follow. Hope you guys enjoying the Kerbal Space Program. Freaking load errors and buggy gameplay is making this a pain in the ass, but I'll be back and we'll try to fix this in a bit. I don't know what exactly is happening, but I'm guessing it's down to some rounding the game engine does on the numbers that determine your trajectory. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably something that when you quick save in the middle of a burn, there's so many variables and so much math going on in the background that it can't be exact. But I swear there's so much stuff like that in this game where when you load, it doesn't load exactly at the right time, or as it happened for me, when you do something with your ship, it changes what Kerbals are on the ship. So there's a lot of annoying stuff like that in this game. This complete game that's totally, not in beta anymore. I find a way better angle, picture of showing angle. No, I'm not going to look at that because I have my approach I need. I had a maneuver that was going to work. We can make this work. I just need to make it so I don't have the same crap happen. So I'm going to actually, before I do anything else, retract this first layer of solar panels so hopefully that they don't get knocked out during my staging again. Now we're going to try to find an approach again. So. Okay. Let's see if we can make this happen. Mudenho, I've been to Duna 3 times. This is my 3rd time to go to Duna. It's not like I don't know how to do this. Although, you know what? Our approach is bad now. How did we get so far? I feel like this might be a different save than the one I wanted. I feel like I might just need to let some time pass here. Because I don't think we have a good approach here. This is so weird. This is not where I thought our maneuver is going to be. I thought it was Eleville, but now this save that I came to is not the right save. So I'm just going to have to wait again. Speed up time. Yeah, I'm not looking at that mood, no. I'm gonna play the game. I think I know what I need to do to get an approach, since again, I've been to Duna 2 or 3 times already. I know how to get there. So frustrating. We had our maneuver, but the stupid staging exploding my solar panels made me quick load, and quick loading a quick save in the middle of maneuver apparently just breaks the entire game. That is what's causing this to fail. So frustrating, man. God, I hope Duna 2 is less buggy than this game. This is one of the buggiest games I've played extensively in like a long time. The only game I can think of that's really buggy but in a release state that people play a lot is like Skyrim. On periapsis do a maneuver? I don't think it's going to be in position there. Let me look at what happens if I do a periapsis maneuver. I'm going to get as close as I can to the periapsis. Where are you? I don't feel like there will be a approach there, but I guess we can try. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think that's in position for us to get an encounter. Let me adjust it slightly and see if we get one over here somewhere. I played other games that don't clear their cache when you reload a previous save. Restarting the game would fix that if that is indeed the problem. Well, I don't know. I don't want to load that quick save because I'm afraid that it's just never going to work because it's in my throttle is fully throttled at that quick save. And if you stop a maneuver in the middle of the maneuver, I don't know that that works very well. But the way this game is set up. Okay, I feel like somewhere over here around the periapsis might work. It's a much cheaper maneuver so far. That's for sure. Is this giving me anything? Looks like no. Be good idea to reload when you finish refueling. What are you talking about? I already refueled, Moonho. This is after I've refueled. I feel like you don't understand where in the game we are. I refueled at Minmus, and I escaped Minmus, and I'm in solar orbit. That's where we are right now. We were in the middle of the maneuver to get us to Duna when I quick saved and my solar panels exploded, and I quick loaded and everything screwed up. Lich Lord Zillion, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You're way ahead of Duna. You need to be behind it since you're taking a smaller orbit than Duna. Right. So I'm pretty sure I just need to wait before I try to create a... I don't think creating a thing here at Periapsis is what we need to do. So I'm just going to... Sorry, Mudenho, I'm just going to stop listening to you for a bit. I need to get behind Duna. I need to get over here. Reload to the save where I was just done refueling. I don't see the point of that. I would just have to get in orbit of the sun again. There's no reason to do that. I would use the same amount of fuel. Be a pointless thing to do. I haven't used any fuel since we did our escape in our current save. What games do I usually stream? FTL and Kerbal Space Program right now. But what's up, Lich Lord Zillion? We play FTL on Mondays and Thursdays, so those are the two games I'm streaming right now. Okay, how is this position here? It's looking like we're starting to get to a place where I need to be. Can I remake the maneuver? I don't feel the need to remake that exact maneuver. We'll get one. You just have to wait. I mean, this is the thing when you're going between planets. I think you just have to wait for the right time. No, I'm not going to, Mudenho. So please stop telling me to. If you're gonna keep backseating you, keep backseating me and being annoying. I'm just gonna time you out, man. Okay. What if I did a burn at the Apoapsis? Let's see what this would do. What's my objective? I'm trying to get to Duna for the third time. It's fine, Mudenho. It's fine. You just... I don't mind backseating, but when people just won't stop telling me to do the same thing over and over, it gets kind of frustrating. Okay, let's see. So that is our position. So my best place to do the burn is at the periapsis, I think, right? I wonder if I should just do one of these things where I place a maneuver at the periapsis and just start adding orbits to it. I wonder if that's going to be my best bet here. Right now I'm having a really hard time getting it to line up here. You don't think you've ever seen this game aside from building the ships? Yeah, it's a crazy game. You build the ships and then you actually fly them and try to get to other planets and stuff. That's what we're currently trying to do. We're trying Trying to get to basically the Mars equivalent in this game is what we're going for. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work over here. Add a node of PE. That should be at the right spot. You think so? Okay, let's give that a try. We did that last orbit and it didn't get it for us, but maybe now it will. Are there bases on the other planets? You can put bases on the other planets, and I have a base on Duna. And I have a base on both of the moons of Kerbal, which is our home planet, which is basically Earth. Okay, that's much better. You're right. Looks like we can make this one happen here. Let's see here. Okay, we'll get that to be its smallest, and then we'll start adjusting other things here. .9, 1.8. So it's looking like a much smaller burn than our previous one, too. All right, give us that encounter, baby. Give it to us. Probably because we're doing it at the periapsis. Why is this not giving us, oh, there it is. I was like, surely you should give us an approach by now. Okay, there's our encounter. Where is it so I can zoom in on it? Okay. And let's see here. Nope, we're losing it there. Add a little radial out to shift your orbit. Okay. Yeah, I know. I need to make a couple adjustments. I'm trying to. This is the UI thing that bugs me the most about this game. It's trying to zero in maneuvers. Just the way you have to do this seems so counterintuitive. Here we go. Now we want to lower it. Okay, we're coming up above the planet here. Precise maneuver node for that? I'm using the precise maneuver node right now. Scale slider next to the position icons will make the scale of your changes smaller. Yes, yeah, I know about that. Thank you. I know about all these things. Doesn't change the fact that I still feel like the UI is pretty borked in this game. Let me make these smaller. Okay, here we go. Question is, am I going to be coming in at the right direction? Because I feel like that's actually something to think about. I probably want to come in behind so I'm going the right direction. If I'm not mistaken, right? I'm going to want to come in this side, I think. Is the universe always the same, or is it some kind of generated thing? It's always the same. It's a stock universe, I guess. Okay. Okay, that periapsis is 13. That's a little big. Because I do want to come in close to the planet so it'll slow down our orbit, or slow down our speed. Let's make the smallest adjustments we can make here. We'll be coming in fast. I don't know if that's enough to slow us down. Let's see if I can do this a little. Here we go. If I get in like 33K or so, that should be good enough to be in the atmosphere and slow us down is the plan. 907 dV. Okay, that's a really good maneuver. I need to not fail this maneuver. Because this should get us in the right direction to match this guy's pod. This should be good. So I'm going to do a hard save here. We have a maneuver that's really good. Hopefully it'll save this maneuver. I don't know if it will, but we're going to do that. Point the maneuver and then start our burn in 244 days. Precise maneuver there is a window to make fine adjustments, but the last time I played, don't have this new gizmo that you're using. Yeah. That's why when people tell me about things like, you need to do this, it's like, are you sure you're talking about the most recent version of Kerbal Space Program? Because some of the stuff you're saying is not current information. Next maneuver. Am I going to be returning? Yes, I am. And I have a nuclear rocket that we're going to be using for the first time to get us home. That should have plenty of DV, hopefully, to get us home. Do you have to bring supplies to make base, or do you have to get there? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lich Lord Zillion. It's super in-depth. You have to, in many cases, you have to bring pieces. This is basically like a NASA simulator. You dock. You can bring pieces of ships up at a time and dock them together to make a big space station. This is a very in-depth game. Let's get some Star Wars quotes to lighten the mood. Okay. Now that the maneuver's done. The maneuver's not done. It's just planned. It's not done. I'm going to do one more hard save right before the maneuver. Then we'll start quick saving, and hopefully we can not make any mistakes. So here we go. Minute and a half to the maneuver. Save game. Rand 2. That's our most recent one. Rand 2. We'll quick save it like 30 seconds too. Looks really cool. It's a very cool game. Highly recommend it. Even though I'm raging a lot, like I always do. It's a really cool game. I'm really excited for Kerbal Space Program 2 because I'm hoping they'll fix a lot of things and they're adding a lot of things that I want to see, like more complex space bases and inner space travel and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, but Kerbal Space Program is going to add things like you can build launch stations on different planets and you collect more resources and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that, but that won't be till next year. So you've gone to orbit on pure frustration before. Got a bad feeling about that. That's no moon. It's a space station. It's not a space. It's too big to be a space station. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Let's do this maneuver, man. I got rid of my solar panels. That should have caused an issue. These guys should run out first. Nice stage. 1. Burn. These guys should be going. Okay, all that's still fixed. That's good. Are prequel quotes allowed? Yes, DMAC. All Star Wars quotes are allowed. Even Last Jedi that I despise because they destroyed Luke Skywalker. Do they say that we'll have generated solar or a handmade one? Generated solar system or hand? Pretty much, Moonho, all of the Kerbal games are just, they're a static universe. I think they're even making the Kerbal system, I don't know if exactly the same, but pretty close to exactly the same as Kerbal Space Program 1. They're just making it prettier and more stuff to do on the planets and stuff, as far as I can tell. Precise node mod still has more functionality, including utilizing the numpad for hotkeys to make adjustments. Okay, I'll write that one down too. Precise node mod. Since I whine about the maneuver nodes, I should get that too. Precise node mod. How much longer? 48 seconds, okay. Is there anything worth quoting from the prequels? Inquiring minds want to know. Do a spin. That's a good trick. Okay. All right, so that's staged correctly. Okay, good. Now this is pod racing. There you go. Totally quotable. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, well, I guess we'll call that good. Let's see how close that got us. Periapsis of not quite what I wanted. I think I want to go a little bit closer here. I'm going to make very small adjustments here. Prograde. I'm going to quick save before I do this. Quick save. Whoo, okay. Just a touch too close. You think what? I'm going to walk out with a laser sword and face down the whole First Order? Oh my god. Why did I say not Last Jedi? Now everybody's going to quote friggin' Last Jedi. Drinks green milk, thanks. I don't like sand. I hit shift and immediately control and it didn't register apparently there. Are you trying to get yourself into the planet's orbit? Yes. Yes, I'm trying to get into Duna's orbit is the plan right now. I think I need to turn my engines down, actually. Let's turn our engines down to 21% or so here. Okay. There we go. I think we'll call that good. 45,000. I think that will aero brake us a little bit. That should aero brake us a little bit, I believe. Call that good. Chancellor Palpatine is evil. Is that a Jar Jar quote? Now might be a good time to adjust the engine output so you can finesse it. Yep. And you say as I do it. That's great. All right, so now we can go back to this. I think this is a good approach. I believe at 45,000 we'll be aero braking a bit. You said any quote. Okay, great. Apparently I opened the floodgates. Okay, so let's quick save, and we're going to warp to here. And so the plan is to get into orbit. What I believe we do is we wait till right after we get through the atmosphere, which is where it'll slow us down. We start burning in a retrograde to get into orbit, I believe. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. No, it's an Obi-Wan quote. Hey, Anakin. Okay, great. Just lovely, lovely quotes you guys have here. All right. Hello there. D-Mac and Nerdy said it at the exact same time. Hello there. How are you guys coming up with the same quotes at exactly the same time? This is weird. You guys are the same person. Nerdy and D-Mac are the same person, and Huevo Asesino and Sumseran are the same person. You guys keep doing the same quote at the same time. I don't even know who says General Kenobi. I don't know who says that quote. I don't like sand. Well, we already had that one. It's coarse and irritating. It gets everywhere. Alright, so we want to be at retrograde. Oh, is it coarse and rough, not irritating? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Time to periapsis, 6 minutes. So let's quick save here. Warp to here. We're going to see if we're going to be going through the atmosphere. I probably need to retract my solar panels so I don't lose any of these guys. I think being at 4,500 is going to be going through the atmosphere, and we want us to be going through the atmosphere here, so quick save. Misa Jar Jar Binks! Four-armed guy, I don't know how to say his name, is General Grievous. Yeah. Obi-Wan jumps down and says, hello there. Yes. Yes. Okay. Intensify forward firepower. You gotta do the most obscure frickin' quotes, man. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. Looks like we should be slowing down some, right? We should be seeing our apoapsis lower as we approach the periapsis, I believe. Yes, they are lowering, so that means we're very slightly going in the atmosphere. Damn. Well, it looks like I didn't get much aero braking there. Okay, well, I need to burn now at periapsis then. Or at retrograde. How come the astronauts on the bottom right look like they're on all sorts of drugs? Because they are. That was everybody's response. They are. Okay. I maybe should have burned earlier, but I was thinking the atmosphere was going to slow me down more than it did. But that's fine. We could do more aero brakes if we need to. We made it, boys. We made it. And I got DV to spare. Beautiful. We have DV to spare. We are in orbit of Duna. Okay. Kerbals have a stupidity and courageousness level, but they don't have a sobriety level. It's been 5 years since takeoff. Where did they pee in all that time? In space, man. It's the vacuum of space. Pee's gonna do nothing. Okay, so I have plenty of DV. I probably don't need to do any aero braking because all I need to do is rendezvous with Murgard's pod and then deploy this thing in orbit, and we are GG for our stuff here. So what I want to do is I actually probably need my periapsis to be out a little bit. Let's set this as our target. No. Is that Murgard's pod? This. That's our target right there. I want to match our apoapsis with our periapsis with his apoapsis is what we want to do, I believe. So what I can do is warp to the apoapsis here. Better not ask where they pee. Whoa, my God, it's spinning. It's dope. Okay, I'm a little dizzy. Apparently don't focus on something while you warp another guy really far away. That's going to make your brain hurt. Jesus. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Can I change my focus? Okay, jeez, thank you. Holy crap, okay. Spinning really is a good trick. Okay, so now what I want to do... Oh, wow. I already almost have a... Well, I don't want to do this because... Wow, he's really close to the atmosphere with his apoapsis. Okay, so I want my periapsis and his apoapsis to be about the same. Can I keep both of those up? Okay. So I want to burn at prograde for a very small amount to have my periapsis be a little bit more. Oh, no. I forgot to redeploy my stuff. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Freaking solar panels. Kill me every time. Okay, actually, I want to know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep just the bottom ones extended and keep the top ones not extended because I still need to... I still have another stage to do with these
Thank you for the
fuel tanks. The Meat Robot, what a name. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Okay, here we go. So we're going to burn a retrograde. I want to make this guy my focus. Go. Okay. Right click this and this. I want my periapsis to match that pretty much. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll be slightly outside his periapsis, and then we can burn our periapsis to match his apoapsis to get a pretty close orbit here. You are on this council, but we do not grant you the title of master. Okay, no. Great. Sure, I'm glad we're getting all these Star Wars quotes. It's just wonderful. Quick save. Warp here. Oh, Jesus. Stop doing that. If you want a good picture, search how do they deal with waste in the Apollo program. Scott Manley has a video on this. Nah, no thanks. I'm not that interested in the NASA program to see how they defecate and urinate. Unlimited power! Amazing. Just amazing. Okay. So we're going to burn at retrograde at the periapsis. Retrograde. Time to periapsis, 20 seconds. Well. Okay. We're doing a lot of this without maneuvers just because I can and I feel pretty confident doing it this way. Could do more precisely what I want to do. Go. And I think we want a slightly oval-shaped thing so we can get an intercept, I believe is what we want to do. So something like this should work, and then I can get an intercept, I believe, if I'm not totally mistaken. Rand not using maneuvers? He is starting to believe. That's right. I am the one. Okay, so we now want to get an intercept with this guy. So, what is our ascending node? We're a little off, so let's do a... we switch into matrix quotes? Sure. Switch to matrix quotes. Let's do it. I will do a maneuver for the ascending node and descending node. That's just too easy to do it that way. It's much easier to do it that way, I feel like. There we go. Warp to next maneuver. Maneuver. Quick save. I love how these things vibrate, and that's how it moves you around. It's crazy. And we're not using any RCS until we're getting to the actual docking thing. Do you feel it, Mr. Anderson? The inevitability of it? Oh, man, there's some great Agent Smith quotes, that's for sure. Do you hear it? The sound of inevitability. I think you misquoted that, actually. Do you hear that, Mr. Randerson? That is the sound of inevitability. That's what it is, yeah. One. Burn. My name is Neo. Okay. That do what we needed to do? That did what we needed to do. Perfect. Okay. All right, so now we almost have an intersect right here. So if I do a maneuver here, let's see if we can get this intersection at the periapsis or whatever. Actually, what I probably want to do is slightly like this. This might look like this might work here. Nice. Okay. Ah, crap. Alright, 63,000. No. I want the separation. 2.2K. That's what I'm looking for. Why is this not moving? Okay, that's worse. Okay, so 2.2 is the best I'm getting here. I need to turn this back up. That's what my issue is. It's 2 small adjustments. 2.2. 2.1. Okay, here we go. Alright, 1.9. Is this going to change anything? I don't think this is going to change anything. No. So, I feel like 2 kilometers is probably close enough. I think we'll take that. So let's warp to next maneuver. 2 kilometers. I should be able to work with that. Not like this. Not like this. Rip switch. Oh, man. You're making me feel all the feels. What's crazy is they're re-releasing Matrix in the theaters. It's awesome. I totally have to go see that. Re-see that in the theaters. They said that they want to make Matrix 4 probably will suck. Well, I mean, Matrix 1 and 2 were nearly as good as Matrix... I mean, 2 and 3 were not nearly as good as Matrix 1. Hopefully Matrix 4 will... I don't know what they're going to do. You know, I just don't know how they'll make it compare to the kind of amazing wow factor of the first one. Yeah, 2 kilometers is pretty good. We'll take that. These cookies are hard as shit, Oracle. What Neo was thinking when he broke his teeth on those cookies. Yeah. Those worst chocolate chip cookies in a movie, sadly, are from Matrix 1. I think we can all agree. Those cookies did not look good. They were like chips, man. Those were frickin' chocolate chip chips, not chocolate chip cookies. 3, 2, 1. Oh god, yes, please lag in the middle of my maneuver, game. Appreciate that. Separation 2 kilometers, that'll work. Do not try to bend the spoon. Do not try to bend the spoon. That is impossible. Rather, realize the truth. Is that what he says? What truth? There is no spoon. Great quote, man. God, so many great quotes from The Matrix. She pulled those cookies out of the oven, too, so that means she burnt the cookies. You had one job, Oracle. Well, I don't think her job was making the cookies, though, so. All right, here we go. So we're going to burn at retrograde to target. Although, Johnny was saying something about you could burn at... Oh, that's pretty cool. Little view right there. Am I seeing some sort of aurora around this planet or something? It's like between the retrograde and the normal or something. I forget. It was a wall of text, but I don't remember what the wall of text said. Started catching you live after finding YouTube. Are you not taking the first Tuesday off for the month? Not this month, Sir Sparkles. I have for the last 3 months because I had that gig, but this month he had somebody else doing it, so I'm not taking the first Tuesday of the month. I probably will not be streaming tomorrow because I have to fix my car. The alternator on my car is pretty much, like, dead. So, I will probably not stream tomorrow. So basically think of tomorrow as the first Tuesday, but first Wednesday, whatever. Okay, save. Unlucky on both of those, yeah. Yeah, because I don't get the money from doing my first Tuesday thing, and I have to spend a bunch of money to fix my car. But I got lucky that the guy needed me for the gig first Tuesday the last 3 months, and the other guy was not available, so I can't really complain. I could. It would just be not very nice of me to complain about it. All right, so about 2 kilometers. I might start slowing down around 3 kilometers because we're pretty fast here. How about some Lord of the Rings quotes now? What's Tatus Hobbitses? I love me some good Lord of the Rings quotes. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. That was, from, what was that, E-Bombs World? They had all those things. Hey, thanks for the bits, Sir Sparkles. Okay. Oh, oh, oh! There's too much. That was too much. Let me burn up prograde just a little bit here. Prograde? Is there no such thing as prograde for this? What the hell? Okay, well, just point towards target then. What? Why is it not doing stuff? Do stuff. Oh, we're out of this fuel, by the way, so I can now quick save. I can stage. Beautiful. And now we move toward the target a little faster than I meant to, actually. Are we getting closer? I feel like we're not getting closer here. I think I might need to burn it retrograde. Burn it prograde like I was trying to do, but it wouldn't let me do. Is there no such thing as a prograde with target? I guess not. Okay. Let's see how that does for target. Okay, no. Orbit. So apparently when you go at target, prograde at target, it just doesn't work or something. Okay, there we go. That's what we want to do. Now we want to check target. Now we want to burn a retrograde. Here we go. I went too fast before. When relative speed is less than 1 ms, the prograde retrograde markers vanish. Oh, okay, so that was what was happening. Okay. I need to just not go too far this time. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now, quick save, point at the target, and we should be able to start heading towards the target, I believe, here. There we go. That's what we want to do right there. Going a little fast. So once we get into like 500 meters, we'll probably burn it retrograde if it'll let us. You love the meme where they turn the orc into a feminist? I've never seen that one. Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Why do you do it? Why get up? Why keep fighting? Do you believe you're fighting for something? For more than your survival? Can you tell me what it is? Do you even know? Wow, good quote, Johnny. Good quote. I don't know if I said that correctly, but man. What is that guy's name who plays plays Agent Smith? He's a badass. Guy who also plays Elrond. What is that guy's name? I forget his name. Let's do a hard save here. We're looking pretty good here. We got plenty of DV. Ran 6. Hugo Weaving. Guns. Lots of guns. You know what's funny is it's a Matrix quote, but that's also a isn't that a John Wick quote now too? Okay, let's go 10 ms. Hugo Weaving, I love that guy. He also plays V in V for Vendetta. Yeah, V for Vendetta was a good movie. Okay, so do I burn retrograde to slow down or anti-target? Those should be pretty close to each other. Yeah. So as we get into within like 100 meters, that's when I'm going to probably slow us down again. He's Red Skull. Oh, he's Red Skull in the MCU? I didn't know that. I did not know he was Red Skull. Let's admit it. Neo is John Wick. He is Geo. Okay, we're starting to pass this now, so let's slow our speed again and then head towards him again. Here's the meme. Let's check it out. The age of men is over. And it's that orc guy as a feminazi, I guess. That's pretty funny. Okay, all right. Okay. All right, this is a pretty good approach. The question's going to be, am I going to be able to dock with this guy? Does he have a docking thing? Quick save. Can I swap to this person? I can. It looks like I have to use a claw if I want to dock with this thing. So, what's with me rescuing these people that don't have... wow, so you were in a freaking airplane up here? Space plane? Whatever. So I'm going to have to use one of my claws to dock with this guy, it's looking like. So I think what I need to do is actually control from the claw. I don't want to EVA because I actually have a quest where I need to dock 2 vessels around Duna. So unless I want to dock with something else, I might as well just dock with the claw on this thing. Or I separate and redock. Could be the other way of doing it. But can I control from here? Aim camera and aim towards target. Will this work? Arm. See if we can do it this way. I feel like we should be able to do it this way. RCS. Hopefully we'll be able to make it work this way. It's why I put these claws on here, because I've had to dock enough that I know when often it just doesn't. They're going to give you something that's not going to work correctly or whatever. Just got into orbit for the first time. You're a noob. Well, welcome, Real Zuma Puma, to orbit. You know, it's a lot of work. It's hard to get your first rocket into space, so congratulations on that. Okay, I feel like we're coming in above it. I don't know how to fix that. Might be able to fix it if I just slow down when we get close enough and then adjust here. Okay, that's doing the opposite of what I want it to do. But I do want to slow down, so I will just hit N to slow us down. And then as we can hopefully fix this to... What are you doing? Control from here. Okay. Okay. Turn off RCS. This is doing weird stuff. Turn off SAS. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's stop our rotating here. Okay, okay. This is going to be really funky to try to get this claw to work here. Let's do control from here again. This is going to be really funky to make this work. I'm doing some weird docking maneuvers today. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. We're going to explode this thing. Oh, we didn't. It didn't explode. Okay, great. Okay, just stability assist. We just made it spin a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. Crap. I might need to reload. Is there any way to stop this thing from spinning? Can I turn your SAS on to just be stability assist? Can you do anything? Stability assist at all? Can you stop spinning, sir? I wonder if I do something like this. Okay, that stops it from spinning. Okay. Okay. Target. Okay, there we go. All right, so control from here. All right, let's see if we can do this thing. In order to stop it spinning, explode it. Thanks. You can just switch to their craft with an EVA and fly to his craft. Again, I'm trying to not EVA. I'm trying to actually dock with it because I have a quest to dock. So I know I can EVA. I'm well aware. But I'm trying to do it the hard way by actually clawing onto this guy. Challenge is getting the claws on my side to this thing. I was really planning on the pod we were rescuing actually having a thing I could dock with, but this might just work. Come on, bring it in, bring it in. Come on, Claw, do your thing. Might not line up correctly. Almost. Almost. Like before, we're docking the station with the plane rather than the other way around. Okay. Okay, H. Okay, turn off stability assist. Can I turn off stability assist? I swear RCS does not work the way I want it to work a lot of the times. Okay, I want to do this. What are you doing, RCS? What are you doing? And H to go forward. I mean, I am also flying this thing sideways, so I can't really get too mad. Turn off SAS. Okay. Thank you. And when I hit H, I'm controlling from here, so it should be going forward from this thing, right? I don't understand the control from here thing. It doesn't seem to do what I want it to do. What if I do target? Will it do target with this guy? And then I can turn off SAS maybe? Is any pre-built ship able to get a space station up in space? I don't know. Real Zuma Puma. I haven't done much with pre-made ships. How do I, if I'm controlling from here, how do I move towards this? Is there a way to do that? Switch view to locked via V. Okay, what does that do? I don't know what that just did. It won't fly straight with an uneven center of mass? Okay. Alright. I'm probably just going to have to EVA, undock this thing, and redock this thing to get that quest done. So I think I'm just going to not try to claw this guy. Let's just go to the target. We're just going to EVA this. Oh, until it says locked. Orbital, chase, locked. Okay. Oh, interesting. Whoa, I've never had this camera like this before. Okay. 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 So we're just gonna EVA, and we'll get our mission done by deploying our thing and then docking with ourselves, because this thing we can't dock with it, not with our setup. So disarm that guy. Okay. It's time for Murgard to SAS, or EVA, I guess I should say. EVA. Space R. And Let's see, control. Yeah, control, forward, shift a bit. F. Oh, almost had it. Crap. Shift. Oh, God. Control. Here we go. Control. F. There we go. Cannot board a full module. Okay. So I need to... transfer... transfer crew. I need my scientist, which is Lisville, to go into here. You're going to be in the space station anyway. Beautiful. And now he should be able to board. We did it. Okay. This dogfighting is taking my breath away. Us slamming our faces into each other. Yeah.
Thank you for
Let me check my orbit with all these little adjustments we've made. Are we okay?
Thank you for following.
The real Zuma Puma, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay. Looks like our orbit's good. So basically, now I have done everything except dock 2 vessels together and get Kerman home. So what I need to do now is, yeah, because I've completed the orbital station, because we have all the prerequisites done on here. You know what? I did not put solar panels on my return thing. Oh, God. How bad is it going to hurt me to not have solar panels on my return vessel? Am I going to be able to get home without solar panels? Will that mean my SAS is going to run out? Because all of my solar panels are connected to this, and this is our thing we're going home. My nuke engine will generate electricity, so I should be okay. Any tips for a very unexperienced player? 28-hour sandbox. I've played only like 20... Well, no, I guess I have more hours than that. My Steam does not record when I'm using apparently CCAN. It's kind of like my FTL modded stuff. So, okay. Any tips? Play with the rocket generator. Watch Scott Manley. He'll teach you a lot of stuff. Okay. Somebody just got timed out. Sorry about that. Yeah, Scott Manley can be good information for you. Okay, so how do we do this? Let me do a hard save since everything's done except us getting home and us redocking. So rand 3. So what I want to do now is I want to separate. You can start doing research.